Hi, everyone. I wanted to start off, if you guys know the words, we're going to just do a little sing-along to get the energy up for this. So, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. Woo! Awesome. All right, so sound okay? Yeah, great. So today I want to talk to you about how you see yourself and your identity is how it's going to shape your future. Your self-image is actually like a compass that guides you. So when you look in the mirror, what is the dialogue that each of you have? Is it empowering? Is it yummy affirmations? Or is it degrading? Is it self-loathing? Is it negative? Because that's actually going to be your guiding compass. Now, to explain it, it's more like we all have a cybernetic system in our body. So if I'm at home and I have a thermostat, I set the thermostat to 70 degrees. But it's winter out and we're having a 40-degree day and somebody opens the front door and they leave it open. What happens? Cold air comes in and all of a sudden the house gets cold and the thermostat goes, danger, danger, we got to stay at 70. So what is it going to do? It's going to kick up to a higher temperature until the house warms back up to 70 and stays there. So it's, it lessens. So in our bodies, we have a very similar cybernetic system that keeps us stuck to where we're programmed. So same thing with pilots. So if a pilot is flying on autopilot, he or she sets the airplane and they're going, but then there's turbulence and the plane starts going off course. So the cybernetic system says, hey, we need to get back on course, and it puts you there. So how does pilots and airplanes and thermostats affect you? Each one of us has a cybernetic system inside of us that keeps us stuck. So if you are somebody that makes $20 an hour, you're going to be stuck at making $20 an hour, but you want to make $100 an hour. Something in you has to change, which is your identity, because you can't turn that thermostat until you create a new identity. So I'm going to give you an example of a client I worked with. Everyone understands sports, so I'm going to use a sports analogy for the sake of this, and then we can apply it to each one of you. Yeah, so I was working with a swimmer, a 17-year-old swimmer who had devaluation issues. He wanted to be the captain of his swim team. He was, but nobody respected him. He wasn't winning, and his mom said, I need you to help my son. So I said to him, we're going to start figuring out who you are and who you need to become. And 17-year-old, he's on the call with me, and he's like, like, who is this dumb woman? And I was like, all right, I need to know from the moment you get out of class, I need to know everything. You get out of class, you go to the swim pool, what is your process? I got out of class, I pick up my book bag, I walk outside, I go in the gym, I slam the door, I get dressed, and I go, okay, how did that feel? And he's like, it's what I do every day. I'm like, yeah, and how's that working for you? And he's like, what do you mean? And I said, so okay, let's go the next day. You get out of class, but it's a swim meet day. I get out of class, I grab my bag, I go down I was like, okay. Now what if we were to start thinking about your identity? We're gonna give you somebody different. Tell me the name of your favorite swimmer. So he gives me the name of someone absolutely fabulous that I have no idea who it is, but I know he's fabulous. And I say, so what would that person do if they're getting out of class? How would they stand up when they get their book bag? And I said, he's going to pick up his book bag, put it on, he's going to stand strong. So he's posture. So now when he's walking down past out in the schoolyard, past all the buildings, does he have his hoodie on and he's slumped and there's his pants down at his ankles these days? Or is he walking with a posture that's confident? Okay, how's his head? What is his head doing? Where are his eyes? What is he thinking? Is he thinking about the class, about the girl in the schoolyard, or is he thinking about the swimming pool and winning? When he opens the door to the swimming pool, what is he thinking? And is there a board there for him to look at for his name on? Where's the winning board? In my gyms, there's always, the flags, championship flags. So tell me about the swimming pool. Yeah, there's a board with the winners' names on it. Is he focused on that, or is he messing around with his buddies? Is he walking past his teammates and ignoring them, or is he honoring each one of them with his eyes? Is he fist bumping? How are his shoulders when he does that? Is he walking slow and fast, or is he hunched over? So we're going into all these different steps for him. When he gets into the room, he changes, and the coach calls them together. How is he acting as a leader? Is he yelling at everybody? Does he have his headphones on? So we're getting into his psychology. So he sits there and he's like, well, I'd call the team together. Okay, and then what do? I command that they respect the coach. How do you do that? Hey guys, get in the huddle. Let's pay attention. We're here to win. Okay, so now he has a target. His cybernetic system is set. What is that target? Well, I want to win all my races. Okay, so when you leave that locker room and you go out to the starting blocks to jump in the pool, what are you thinking? Are you thinking, I'm not going to win again? Another race? Oh my gosh, I'm tired. It's been a long day. Are you thinking, I'm going to get to the other side of that pool faster than anybody here? What is this guy, your hero, thinking when he gets there? He's only thinking about winning. So I said, okay, you get there. You're standing there, you're seeing yourself, your core is strong, you're getting ready to jump in the water. But what are you telling yourself? What is the self-talk? And he's like, I don't know. I said, what if I gave you a mantra? What mantra would you want to win, or an affirmation for this group? And he said, I'm better. And I go, okay. Stand up in front of me and tell me that you're better before you get in the pool. This is your routine. And he goes, okay, I'm better. I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. Let's try again. And he goes, I'm better. And I go, who are you better than? And he goes, well, I'm better than you. And I go, okay, probably fair, because I don't compete in swimming. Who else are you better than? Well, the guy next to me in the other lane. Okay, so you're gonna stand there, you're thinking, I want my name on the board, my core is strong, and I'm better. But how do we embody that? How do we embody that? So I noticed on his sleeve, I could see there was a tattoo. I go, roll up your sleeve, and I see that he's got a giant bear tattoo. And I said, what does that tattoo mean to you? And he says, it's a bear, and it reminds me of my dad, and people tell me I'm an animal in the water. You're an animal in the water, what does that mean? I dominate. If I'm a bear in the water, I dominate. And I go, okay. So what if you and I have an agreement that that's your anchor to your new identity, that you hit that, and you know, I'm going to dominate because I'm better than you and you and you and you. And I go, stand up and do it. And he goes, I'm better. It's like, let's try again. He's like, I'm better. This is stupid. I'm better. And I go, do you want to win? Yes. And I go, do you want me to show you how you need to embody that? He says, yes. I said, well, I used to live in New Zealand, so we're going to go a little rough and rogue. So I start going, I'm better. I'm better. I'm better than you and you and you and you. And my name is at the top of the board. And I do that over and over, and he looks at me and he's like, oh. I was like, all right, we're going to practice. So he's like, I'm better. I'm like, try hard. I'm like, hit yourself. And I get him to the point where he is so mad at me. He's like, I'm better than you. I'm better. And I was like, okay, now I want you to picture yourself at the pool, tightening your core. You're hitting your core. You're hitting yourself, hitting there. I'm better. Get me in the water. Get me in the water. What do you think he does? I get a text from his mom the next day that he won the next 4 swim meets, all 4 of them, and he's never won 4 in his entire life. Now, he also had told me he wanted the identity of somebody that makes it to states. And he was at the bottom of the list, and he wanted to get up there. And I told his mom, I can give him the identity to get there, but we need to have a new identity to win it. So she never called me back. He made it to states, but guess what? He didn't win. Because he didn't embody that identity. He was just a person enough cybernetically set to get there. So how does this affect all you guys? What do you want in your life? Every person here wants something. It could be better health, could be more money, could be to be a better parent, mom, sister, brother. What is that for you? So if, let's say I'm a person that feels I'm either underweight or overweight. So my identity is, something in me says I'm not healthy because I'm not living up to some beauty standard. But who told you that? Who gave you that identity? Did your doctor say your blood panels are bad because you have extra weight or you have less weight? Or did you just decide there's something unhealthy about you? So in that moment, to embody a new identity, somebody Who wants to embody health might think to themselves, I have a healthy body. I move my body. I am a person who chooses healthy things that fuel my body. I'm a person who chooses to move my body every day. Doesn't matter how, but I'm so blessed to move it big or small, it's perfect. I am a person that is so blessed. And you start looking in the mirror and you start looking at your body and you're like, you know, my eyebrows are looking good today. Or I like my ears, you know, and you start learning to love different parts of you. What's that self-talk doing? It's giving you a cybernetic system to love yourself more. And from that, you start making different choices. Like this student now is going to walk in from the swimming pool, walking in every day thinking, I am a #1 swimmer. He's embodying new choices. He's not messing around with his friends. He's focused. So for each of you, do you want to make more money? Who do you need to be? Do you need to be more confident to make more money? Are you going to a job interview and you're saying, hi, I want the job? Are you walking in like, hey, I'm your person. I've been born for this. And I'm demanding this price. And it's in the embodiment of your self-identity that your whole life can change. So another thing is that your mind, your body follows your mind. So if I have a thought, I go, I'm thirsty. What do? I walk over the refrigerator, had a thought, and then my body follows. So we're going to create thoughts that empower us for our body to follow, for that cybernetic system to kick in. So I ask each one of you, what is it that you guys want to embody? You know, start thinking about that. And then the same choices that you're doing now will always get you the same results. So what new choices can each of you make? Who do I need to be? How do I need to think? How do I need to act? How do I speak? How's my body? You know, because you know, if you're in a bad mood and you smile and you look at yourself, you can't, like, everyone smile right now. Like, you can't not feel good, right? When you start to smile, or if you start to laugh, fake laugh, ha 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 ha, and everybody in the room starts fake laughing, and then you can't stop laughing. You're giving a thought, and your body follows, and it changes your mood. And from that, you're creating your destiny. So ask who you need to be in your identity. What thoughts do you need to think? How can you embody it in your body? And then ask for gratitude. I love the peace thing that we started with. Bring in that peace and love into your body and let that be one of your compasses. Because peace and love versus anger are very different vibrations. You know, if we're, when we're sad and we're lethargic, we're low and slow. But when we're happy and joyful and peaceful, we're vibing high and fast. Well, what does that mean? There's more choices for synchronicities to show up in this new identity and this vibration than low and slow. And the easiest way is to go, okay, Eeyore, Tigger. Like, you can see the difference in that. So each of you gets to ask, who do I need to be? How do I need to show up? What thoughts am I thinking? And again, how in my body can I, is there something, you know, I have like a little butterfly laying, like, I'm a butterfly. Like, what does that mean for you? That's my freedom. And so I want you to pick a trigger. And then when you look in the mirror, ask yourself what you can love about yourself. And every time you see a reflection, am I being that person? Am I being that top level swimmer? Am I being the $100 earner, whatever your number is? Am I being the healthy individual? And so I would love to finish this by asking you guys to sing, starting with the man in the mirror. And every time you see a reflection, be reminded of your greatness, of who you are, and step into that version of you. So here we go. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. Woo! Na 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 na. Awesome. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys.